when I was a teenager, I was doing care homes.
Really?
They weren't the easiest.
So you wouldn't be dying on your arse, it would be them?
Well, difficult, yeah. They could be difficult. They're not
well,
the most...
you'd be in a care home anyway, wouldn't you?
I know. I can say anything I like. Some of my best friends are dead.
There's a queue for this cafe again. I'm waiting for Max Fulham, ventriloquist extraordinaire, fantastic ventriloquist. He's coming soon. There he is, Max Fulham.
Hello.
Lovely to see you. Give us a hug.
See you.
Look at that. You've got your case going on holiday.
do,
Or is
yeah.
that something in there?
Got my stuff.
Oh.
Nonsense, box of nonsense. Here we go. Hello,
This is Max
Steve.
Fulham. It's so nice. He's been here before. We've had a shoot here before,
yeah.
haven't you?
It's very good.
It was good, wasn't it?
Yeah,
We had
it's
some
great.
fun shoot for him. I had you booked in to do an interview a long time ago. Because Max Fulham is a very good ventriloquist. Well, you do ventriloquism.
I do, yeah. I do
So you-
ventriloquism.
How did you learn it?
I mean, I wish I was of a generation where I could say, I saw so-and-so in
Yeah.
the Theatre Royal, blah, blah. But it was just like, oh, I saw it on YouTube.
I'm not going to blow smoke because I will. But I've been watching a lot of your stuff, and I think you are one of the best I've seen.
That's very kind.
But why is that?
I just have practiced a lot every day on the walk to secondary school. I would
Seriously?
talk to myself. That's where I got the bulk of my practice in, is I'd just be talking to myself. I used to walk past the sort of, the garage,
Yeah.
like the local car garage, and just be like, hello, hello, just baffled mechanics.
And did you get a reaction?
I'd be going, can you hear me? Hello? Just looking as confused as they were. I did once get someone do a bit of a look around.
I had Paul Zerdin coming and we talked about it, and we did that thing because I learned how to throw my voice a little bit.
What do you think?
It's amazing.
I was really impressed.
Were you?
I was really impressed.
Were you?
Because distant voice is not easy. Mine's not perfect.
Well, I did try and learn ventriloquism, and it was always hard, obviously, with the P's and the B's.
Yeah.
But I was watching you doing the pickled pepper thing in the car.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Anything else? There's a piece of piss.
It ends up being like the actual talking has to become sort of second nature because you have to focus on the puppetry,
Yes.
the comedy,
Yeah.
the improvisation.
Yeah. But what's also beautiful is that the character, the puppet,
Yeah.
the real next to you, can come out with anything in a way because you're excused in it.
Oh yeah, it's. I'm very innocent in it.
Yes. Yeah.
He can get away with anything, which is great.
Just to interrupt, who's this?
I don't know.
So if you're like, well, it's a great interview so far. Are you enjoying it? If you are enjoying it, like, which is very important.
And also subscribe as well.
That's the big thing.
Please do subscribe.
Please do. Thank
Is
you
that
so
two
much.
Ps?
It's quite difficult.
Thank you very much, and on with the interview. It's happening.
It's happening.
cake.
Oh, that's a sorry
Have you got a
sight, isn't
favourite?
it?
Have you got a favourite character? Or you?
Grandad's done very well for me. It's undeniable that he's done very well for me.
The illusion of life has begun. Yes. Here we are. Shut that. Yeah.
So best gig.
I'll sit here. Best gig. I always like a gig where there's been a lot of improvisation, but some special gigs. I was quite young when I did it, but I did Leeds City Varieties,
Beautiful.
which it's a music hall. It's
Lovely.
and that's where the comedy nerd really comes in. Is all of the ventriloquists that have played on that stage. It's undeniably significant.
Yeah. Have you had a worse gig?
We've had some tough ones.
Yeah.
I think I don't know about you. I think as a variety act, you were performing in a lot more different sort of places. You know, it wasn't just straight in on the stand-up circuit. When you start, do you want to tell him?
Yeah, I'll finish this thought. When I was a teenager, I was doing care homes,
Really?
things like that, and so they
weren't the easiest.
So you wouldn't be dying on your arse, it would be them?
well, but by.
Would they be hard, or they be...
Well, difficult, yeah. They could be difficult. They're not
Well,
the
you'd
most...
be in a care home anyway, wouldn't you?
I know. I can say anything I like. Some of my best friends are dead.
Well, I think you're the first person that's come in and hasn't had a bad gig story. Which is good.
Well...
Let's not jinx anything.
Well...
People have come in with bloody horror stories, you know. You not had a horror story?
Have you blocked them out?
When did you start?
Big old comedy fan. So I grew up in Scotland.
Right.
I don't sound like I did.
You don't?
But from the age of 4 to 11, I lived just outside Edinburgh.
Right.
And so every year we would go and watch stuff at the Fringe. I think my first instance of that was street performing. We would set up a picnic blanket in the main bit and watch like street performer after street performer after street performer. And I think that was probably the first time I went, this is, because I was watching variety acts.
Yeah.
It's what, jugglers, comedy.
It's a different skill as well because you have to bring,
and
them in.
it's actual magic. You are gathering a crowd of strangers and turning a group of individuals into an audience, and then we're sort of all sharing something together, which is really lovely.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is, my mum would always give me some money to put in the hat, and intrinsically I now know that this laughter has a value. I think. Right. I think that's
interesting.
Quite nice. And then my dad used to sneak me into adult stand-up.
Right.
We'd go in and watch. So I've been obsessed for a long time. Curtains are a joy, aren't they?
Thank you, that's good. And we did these before, didn't we? I think we did these up on the roof.
We had I brought a different old weird thing with me. I tell you what, the great one with this is.
That's
it's,
yeah. Oh, did you just put that in?
Magic, Steve.
That was so quick.
Great thing about this one.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell then?
I'll tell them.
Yeah.
I've got squeaky eyes.
He's got squeaky eyes.
Yeah.
So when he looks at me, he squeaks.
And do you want me to show them?
Yeah, I'll go near to the microphone, hopefully.
I'll look at the microphone.
Look at the microphone.
It might squeak.
It might squeak. Here we go.
That is so creepy.
It's weird, isn't it?
These old ones are the ones that people are sort of slightly scared of. And the heads come out.
That's really good.
Is it haunted?
No, it's not haunted. Luckily, I had a wardrobe fitted. I've got a little collection of these older style ones, and I've got some proper like Victorian ventriloquist figures all on my shelf.
on the window
Two
to scare
guys came up to fit the wardrobe, and I sort of hadn't thought it through. And I was downstairs just listening to these two guys going, "What the heck are we doing here?" They were freaked out. It was brilliant. I love looking at the old stuff, and I think it's really important to look at the old stuff. You have to look back before you can go forward, I think, with something like that.
What wise words. He's a wise man.
Write that in text, I think, actually. It can be the thumbnail. Yeah, I want to originate. I love all the old stuff, and there's definitely great ideas in there, but I want to do new weird things.
Like squeaky eyes.
Like squeaky eyes.
But that is come out of an accent. That's very funny.
I mean, I could put my... Well, it's something, isn't it?
It's so funny. It is very funny. But you're not a vent anymore, you're just...
We've done something. We've achieved something today. I could do a river dance. Vents have ended up hating their puppets over the years, resenting these characters.
Yeah.
Because they have to play straight man all the time. Straight man, funny man is what a ventriloquist traditionally is. Yeah, and like things I'm working on at the moment is a lot of vent without puppets. I'm writing a supermarket checkout sketch at the moment.
Right.
Sort of where, you're...
Oh, nice.
I suppose the novelty of ventriloquism has it not worn off, but it's different now because every single thing around us talks to us now.
Interesting.
Everything talks. Our phones talk to us. Our checkouts talk to us. Alexa and all that talk to us.
But that gives you much more scope for comedy, though, doesn't it?
Definitely. But the idea of an object talking is now a daily occurrence.
Bang! So look in the mirror. What do you actually see?
I think there are some days where you don't want to look at yourself, aren't there?
Okay.
There are some days where I don't feel like getting up and recording a video, for example. I don't want to appear on camera and then post it on the internet to appear in perpetuity. There are days where you don't really feel up to it, you feel a bit meh generally.
Yeah.
The last thing you want to do is go and stand up in front of a room full of people, and that's the job, and you're like, oh gosh.
Do you see a happy person? Do you see...
What question?
What do you see? Don't start crying. You can start crying.
That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
oh God, it'd make a good video.
Can you imagine, yeah. So Puppet Man, what's he called?
I have no idea, it's just a pair of eyes.
If you weren't doing showbiz, what's your job? You've got a dream job.
I considered teaching.
Okay.
Drama would be an obvious answer, but maybe something like English language. I had a place at university to study linguistics.
My wife's associate professor in linguistics at UCL.
Really?
Yeah. Well, hers is more acquisition of language.
Was one of my favourite bits at A-level, was learning about the acquisition of language.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it actually tied in with ventriloquism technique.
Interesting.
Because when babies acquire language, one of the things they struggle with is consonant clusters. The word blue...
Which is hard to say as
really,
a ventriloquist.
It's really difficult to say as a ventriloquist. And babies, we share the same struggle because the B and L are so close together. So what babies do, because babies are geniuses, is they just shove a vowel in the middle. So a baby will say baloo, that baloo, which is what I do to make that easier because my tongue is having to make both the B and the L. So going from baloo, baloo, to blue, 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 and it gets quicker and quicker until you're a blue bottle of beer, yeah, something like that.
Is that where the bear balloon from the Jungle Book comes from?
Oh my god, maybe. That's clever, isn't it?
We'll
have to Google that.
The bear.
We'll have to Google that.
Can we pretend we thought of that then? Because Frankie comes up with
So
questions.
it's actually like Burloo.
What, as in the bear from the Jungle Book? Oh, might be.
That might be why.
So that's my form of ventriloquism. I say something and words come out.
Yeah. Well, I used to do a ventriloquism joke. I've got a friend of mine in the audience tonight. He's a really good ventriloquist. That was him, that was.
That's good. I
No,
like that.
that bit. No, that was me, that was him. That bit, that bit. No, that was him, that bit, that bit, that bit, that bit. Then I'd say that bit, that rabbit, rabbit's really hard, 2 B's. And I think we've touched on so many little things there.
It's been great. I feel like I should have paid for the session.
No, I should be
Some
paying
sort
you
of
for this. Yeah. Thanks so much. And we didn't just quite discover why you got limbs in the case.
No, I just in case.
That's very funny because have you ever gone through customs?
He's gone through the just in the hand luggage, yeah.
It's the sticks that set them off. And they go, can I help in this case? And I'm like, oh, please do. I'm in there outside and going, hello.
So thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Give us a hug. I also was going to say, you check Max out. Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram, TikTok even, Facebook.
Do it, honestly, it's worth it.
That's very
He's going to
kind.
be huge in stature and fame.